That's Robert Wickens. Jake, he moves from fourth into the fourth position and is now looking for third.
Racing isn't even a passion for me, it's my life. It's really all I know.
Right now it's Rossi the leader, then it's Power. Wickens on, they're gonna make contact. Big contact, car in the air. It's Robert Wickens that spins. Ryan Hunter-Ray was just underneath him. James Hinchcliffe involved. We have a major mess here, exiting turn number 2 at the Pocono Raceway.
I think all drivers have to have that hunger, that killer instinct almost. I think that's what sets apart the good from the great and the great from the elite is, what are they willing to do to get that result?
The car of Robert Wickens made contact. He got airborne, got into the catch pits, rolled to the inside. A number of cars involved in a spectacular crash here at Pocono Raceway.
I'm Robert Wickens. I race for Bryan Herta Autosport in the IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge Series with Hyundai in an Elantra and TCR car. And I'm a professional race car driver.
I came to the team the same year that Robert came to the team, which would have been 2022. Robert was brought in to drive the 33 car.
I was very fortunate enough to have Bryan reach out to me as almost a cold call. He's just like, driver to driver, do you want to race again? And I was like, of course I do. I've been trying to for some time now, but struggling to find traction to make the next step, to even know what it looks like. He's like, cool, come to Mid-Ohio, May 4th, we're gonna get you in a race car. That really not only got the fuel going again for me, but it proved to myself that I could still do it. One thing led to another, and Hyundai was able to jump on board and sign me as a driver with Bryan Herta Autosport for the 2022 season.
Lewis was able to hang on to it. Wickens will finish second.
Robert Wickens in the number 33. And they've won their category as well.
The last 2 years have been, I think, quite strong. My first year back to racing in 2022, we won 2 races. We got on the podium in my first race back from injury in Daytona, which was amazing. Going into 2023, the goal was we just need to be steady, consistent, and just bring home the results.
He's on the acute angle. Wickens is going to roll the outside.
Myself and my teammate Harry Gottsacker, we won the championship last year in 2023 without a single race win, which I think has not been done very often in the IMSA series. As a driver, I've never had the opportunity to defend a championship before.
The season has gone to the number 33 crew, a model of consistency and teamwork.
I don't think I'd be where I am today if it wasn't for Carly by my side. She was the one that gave me the opportunity to achieve what I was trying to achieve.
It's amazing to see how much he's accomplished. He's the most determined person I've ever met. After the accident happened, one of the first things he said when he woke up from his coma was, when do I get back in a race car? That's his life. Racing's his life, so it's my life now. I wouldn't change it. I knew he wanted to get back in a race car. He thought that he was going to be racing the next weekend.
You gotta have hope.
Yeah.
I think the system that we've been using the last couple of years has been great for the category that it's in.
The way brake systems work, there's a lot of feel that goes into braking a car, especially from a high speed down to what we would call apex or roll speed. And it really comes in the modulation phase. There's a lot of feel that a driver can do with their leg that, without the use of the legs, there's only so much force they can generate with their hands. The system that was in the car is purely hydraulic, and you can control, quote, the boost. It's just, yes, I'm providing gain, or no, I'm not. There is no finesse.
I've been constantly chasing that feel that I've been trying to get, and what I've had for 20 odd years with my legs up on the steering wheel.
The idea of developing a new system with Bosch, I think the catalyst for that is in IMSA GTP racing, they're doing what we call brake-by-wire.
If you look at the GTP class, they have the same electric brake system from Bosch in the rear axle that I'm using in my TCR car now on front and rear axle. So the technology has always existed. It's just how do you implement that technology?
Let's take the limitations of the pure hydraulic system, put the electronics in it so we can get some of that, get that feel back, help him with the modulation phase.
Generations ago, this technology didn't exist. Electric braking systems didn't exist. Looking at in 2024 where we are right now and what Bosch is able to provide for me, I feel like it's going to create almost endless opportunity.
Okay, we are good to go. We're going to take it on track for the first time.
So far today we've just been checking some boxes, making sure that the system's operating as it should, just going up and down the pit lane, back and forth basically. The whole goal for today is just showing that we have a strong, reliable system. I pull my ring and the car stops, and it's already, I think it's an improvement on latency, it's an improvement on sensation, on what it feels like through my hands.
We're learning a lot.
In terms of feeling confident with the system, that's priority one for me.
Yeah,
is to get some movement on the ring.
Okay.
To help understand kind of where I am. I think the biggest improvement so far is the reduced latency in the system. So the old system that I used for my handbrakes was I had a pneumatic actuator to help me achieve brake pressure. The difficulties there is it takes a certain amount of time for the pressure to build and to move an actuator to push the able-bodied brake pedal down. I couldn't react at the rate that I wanted to react to because of the latencies in the brake system. So immediately it seems like the latency in this system is not there.
With the disability and losing that feeling in the legs and losing the feeling, in the lower half of the body, that is a huge feedback loop that drivers use to be successful. To me, if you say what's the biggest advantage of the system, because of the mechanical system, there's only so much feel you're going to get in the hands, and being able to do that and sensing that and getting the feedback. To me, that it is in the modulation phase, because that's the key, in my opinion, to produce lap time.
All I've been trying to achieve from when we started this journey was I want the same braking sensation that an able-bodied driver has with their foot. Even an able-bodied driver, you don't want to push against a wall on a brake pedal. Right? You want some displacement.
Yeah, because the movement in the wheel is going to be the same once we get the physical simulator circuit in there, and then we can tune the decel response.
I mean, the great thing about electronic braking systems is you can fiddle around with a lot of settings and change a lot of parameters. So for me, trying to get really whatever feeling I want can all be done through software.
I'm calibrating the EBS modules. They're a little out of the window right now in terms of calibration. They're not meeting exactly the target request that we're sending it. So I have to tweak the calibration to make it match the target more cleanly and give a better response to not only our pressure request, but what Robbie's trying to feel.
Whether it's in TCR, GTD, GTP racing, wherever his career elevates as he elevates. I mean, this system as a whole will help him be successful, not just at this level, but at the levels above it.
At our fingertips with this system, and now it's I'm hopefully just a normal driver trying to seek every opportunity I can and just implementing a new brake system to go with it. I would love, from when my whole journey's done, to have made a much more approachable sport for disabled people, and to show that injury doesn't have to define who you are, and if you want to be a race car driver, go be a race car driver.
I think one of the first things I said to him after he woke up from his coma in the accident was, I can't wait to find out why all of this happened. As I truly do believe everything happens for a reason in life. I just kept thinking why did this happen? And what is gonna come of it? What good is gonna come of it? And I think that's where we are now, is that Rob's changing the way for disabled people, and there's a greater meaning to all of it and to the struggles.
This is really step one of the next chapter of my new motorsports career, racing with hand controls. And with the previous system, I was always almost at a ceiling in the TCR category with the hand control systems that we were using, where frankly this Bosch system is going to make that ceiling a lot higher and potentially unlimited.